So the console market has been interesting in the past couple of months. With 5-year hardware getting price increases, not going down, with memberships, to play online is going up, and with some companies are now focused on services instead of focusing on you know games basically. So what is video going to be today? Because obviously, if you follow my channel, I made road detecting videos before, and especially on my Twitter, a lot of people say to me, "Oh, you're a PC masterclass. You're just saying that because you're a PC fanboy." Like I've said multiple times, even though at the moment now, yeah, I agree, PC is the best place to go now. But my game experiences, according now, is multi-consoles. As my PC gaming is a 380 gaming laptop. So it's got decent power, but it's not like top tier, nowhere near top tier, no I mean. And my multi experience is the three main consoles. Now, did a video I watched the other day, and he's basically saying the same thing that I said about the subject, and I want to show some clips. And again, this is not a reaction video because I'm going to take bits. I'm not going to put the whole video on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take bits and then give my view on them. And I still going to post the whole link of the whole video because I will recommend to you to watch this video because what this person is saying is facts. I'm sorry, it is. It's facts. So the link will be below on the full video for this person video because, yeah. So the creator I'm doing the video on is Leeson. If I pronounced that right, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But basically, he's dealing with his console's worth it now, basically. Is it a point of having a console? So let's deep dive into this, shall we?
Games that I did get with the PS5 as a bundle in June 2021 were Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart and Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the former of which I was excited about because I love that franchise so much and love to see it come back on brand new hardware. As well as this, I did get some other games for the PS5 before I got the console, such as Spider-Man Miles Morales, which came with a remaster of the 2018 Spider-Man upgraded for PS5, which was great considering I basically got two games for one with benefits I got with the system. I got the Demon's Souls remake, which I think was easily one of the best things to release as a launch title to showcase what they could do with new and great with the original PS3 game. The Sackboy game because, well, I love Little Big Planet. And I wanted to get Crash 4 because after playing the Insane trilogy, of course I wanted to play the newest one. I did get a handful of others too, but that was mainly because I hadn't played any of them on PS4 or I wanted to play them on split screen with Shay, like with Borderlands, Call of Duty, or LEGO Star Wars. But here comes the problem I would have later down the line with getting a PS5, because aside from the one game you get given for free with the console, only Demon's Souls out of that lineup is exclusive to PS5.
I agree with him. I had the same experience. The only difference is I got mine on launch day, and basically I picked up Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Demon's Souls, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Sackboy Adventure. It was my games for my PS5. And the funny thing is with that, what he said is true. Even though it does sound on paper a good lineup of games on launch day, you look dead close to it, there's not that many exclusives. Sackboy Adventure, you can play it on the PS4. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, PS4. Miles Morales, PS4. Three of them straight away, PS4. Then you got the exclusive, like I said, Demon's Souls is exclusive, and the the pre-built game, which is Sackboy Playroom. They are exclusive. And the thing is, I'm not saying you can't have PS4 games because obviously, especially if you want a new machine, not many people can afford to get a new machine. So obviously, normally in the first 2 years of the new console, they still prefer the old consoles. That's the norm. So you give people time to upgrade, you know what I mean? But in this generation, which I find very weird, we're still getting PS4 games. That's the weird thing about it. It's strange. It is strange. And it shows you the gap of PS4 to PS5 is not much. Even though, yet there's still some games that are PS5 only or Xbox Series X only that you cannot run on the PS4. There are. But compared to, like I said, 5 years in a cycle now, we're still getting a lot of PS4 games. For fig's sake, the new Black Ops, that is on PS4. That is crazy to think about. You know, that is mental that is on the PS4. And again, I'm not saying the PS5 is not worth the money. You know, or the Series X is not worth the money. I'm not saying that. They are powerful consoles. But the gap between PS4 and the what do you call it? The current gen is not that much. Yeah, there are a bit better graphics there and there. And the big difference is speed. That's the big difference mainly is speed. How the games are rolled. Because obviously the PS4 had a normal hard drive compared to the SSD of, PlayStation 5 and either way said either Series X. So that's crazy. And same with the exclusives now. This is the thing with PlayStation now. PlayStation has changed their game on exclusives. Because even though, technically there is exclusive games. Like, for example, we just got Go Yontai. And, okay, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm currently playing it now. And I am enjoying it. But we all know in 6 or 7 months, it's going to be on PC. So, like this person saying, which I haven't shown, he's basically saying it's 8.0 a PS5. And my answer is no. No. And before I get attacked by PlayStation fanboys, I'm not just talking yous, because I'm going to talk about this next part here, which is the Xbox. Which also just quick here now.
The Xbox Series X definitely does not help things. Sure, it has Game Pass, which is really good, but once again, it feels like it doesn't make its mark like it once did on its 360 or even its Xbox One days, to be honest. Remember Sunset Overdrive? Barely any exclusives for the system, and when there are, critics do not approve. There's no real reason why I should want Redfall or Starfield because of how panned they were, and yet those were the only things that Xbox will offer differently to PlayStation or Nintendo. And once again, because of Game Pass and Xbox itself being integrated onto PCs, why not just get a PC?
Again, true. It's true. If you had the platform of Xbox, the main time exclusive, just a thing, we all know Xbox is multi-time exclusive now because of the new format it's doing. But even the time exclusives they got, it's not that mind-blowing. Yeah, I give credit. Indiana Jones is fantastic. I like that game. But it's not like whole ones, know what I mean? It's not like that. It's okay, decent games, but it's not like, oh my god, know what I mean? It's not on that level. And even the biggest gimmick, which is best gimmick until a fucked up, which is that Game Pass thing, like he just said there, you can get Game Pass on PC, you get these games on PC too. So why own an Xbox? Again, why own an Xbox? It's I don't know. It's true. I never thought about it on they look into it like that. It is true. Yes, the hardware's good. I got an Xbox Series X. It's good hardware. And yeah, even though the games may not be home runners all the time, it's still decent games. And also, like you just said, their Game Pass service is fantastic until it fucked up. But even then, if you're very into Fortnite and stuff like that, it's still a decent deal. But even then, it's like, it's not a deal for me. But that's a whole other subject, no. That's a whole other subject. But even then, you get to a PC, Game Pass on PC, you're getting day one games. Yeah, you're not getting COD day one, but again, the way it's going, is that like a loss really? Is you get it for half price, day one games, second Call of Duty. Again, to jump to PC. It is mind blowing with this. Then I want to talk about Nintendo, which he's talking about here. Let's hold a quick here.
Xbox Series X was $500 at launch, and the PS5 was the same if you got it with the disc drive, and if you didn't, it was $400. Now, this isn't anything too different from before, especially with the hardware upgrades for the time, but the game prices started to bump up around here from $60 to $70 maximum. Now, this felt a bit steep, but if the last generation was anything to go by, better hardware means better game experience. And most likely, no one really thought it would be any higher than this. Fast forwarding to 2025, and the Nintendo Switch 2 drops at a quite hefty $450, much like the competitors. Whereas with last gen, the Switch was the more affordable option even with the OLED model from 2021. But with Mario Kart World, the launch title for the console, if you were to buy the Switch 2 bundle, it's only $50 extra. But if you were to buy the standalone game, it would cost you, in the US of A, $80. 80. This broke people, and understandably so, because there is no justification you could possibly make that is valid enough to support this practice. No game, in my eyes, should cost $80. It was a little cheeky to make games $70 in 2020, but I felt that was more justified for the advancements in hardware for the systems than a Mario Kart game released in the exact same generation where they bumped the price up to $70 already.
Yeah, Nintendo with their prices. Now, first get to the console price. Now, what I've seen of it, I got the Switch 2. It is the hardware. Now, is it perfect? No. Like, the battery life can be 2 to 3 hours long, which that's not a lot, to be fair. And to be fair, you can get powerful batteries now for cheap, so I don't understand why A2 is a weaker battery. Yeah, I get it. It's profit, but still. But it's still decent hardware. But the price, it's about right, especially for Nintendo. But what it done with the game prices makes no sense, especially a game like Mario Kart. Like, Mario Kart is not a technical demanding game. Yeah, it's a big IP, and yes, it's a big money maker. It's one of Nintendo's best selling games is the last Mario Kart. The last Mario Kart is one of the best selling games. It was selling like hotcakes for 7 or 8 years. Know what I mean? Both for Switch and Wii U. Cause again, it came on the Wii U and then it got reported to the Switch. Know what I mean? So I understand that be a launch title. But obviously, you get more people buying the Switch and, all that stuff. But charging £75 for it? Are you out of your mind, Nintendo? Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? Seriously. I'm sorry, but it makes no sense. Especially the heavy focus on that game. The reason why it made so much money for you is it's online. And especially, we all know down the line, You're going to do DLC for this game. More tracks, more characters. You will. We all know you will. And also, to play online, you need Nintendo online. I give them credit. Out all the companies, Xbox and PlayStation, their one is the cheapest. It is. But there's a reason why it are cheap, because it's not that mind blowing. And also, another thing too, paying for online tat. Paying for tat. Are you out of your mind? There's so many options out there to do the same thing for free. For freak's sake, we got Discord. Freak's sake, Nintendo. I'm sorry. Yeah, are you getting wholly hated on some stuff you're doing? Yeah, because I'm not being like Nintendo fanboy with that, but the reason why y'all get all hated because some of the stuff they doing, people moan at, even though other companies doing it. Like the different key cards. Yeah, I don't like them. But this is not a new thing. A lot of games we get this day and age now, yeah, most of them got data in, but you need to download a day one pass on most of these games. So technically, you're not getting the full game on there. Yeah, you might get a full game that is probably broken. It's like me saying 20 years down the line, oh, let's play Cyberpunk on the PS4. Or on the PS5. Let's put it in. And you got the PS4 version. It's still going it's going like shit with the updates. Yeah, it did technically release the Ultimate version. But what if you got the PS4 version, you know what I mean? It's not going to run well. There are a lot of games like that need a big update. So technically the game key cards, I don't like them. But it's not a new thing. And to be fair, I prefer the game key cards than having a different download, because at least you can technically sell it or rent to your mates, know what I mean? Think about that. But again, I'm not defending Nintendo, because obviously Nintendo does some gummy stuff. Like I said before, with the price of the games, it makes no freaking sense what it done, and especially during it came in on this generation a bit late. Because don't forget, because the Switch sold so well, the Switch One sold so well, it left it for 7 years, 7 to 8 years to do a new gen hardware. And this is during the 5-year spell of this generation. And what it do? Instead of up massive prices, no. $80. Fuck you, Nintendo. Sorry. Fuck you for doing that. Yeah, I don't care. That is scummy. That is actually scummy what you done there. And that's it. I'll give it here now. I don't go on and on and on and on and on. But I just pointed out about the consoles. All the big key problems about consoles. At the moment now, it's not worth it. Now, yeah, there's news about the WAN problem. So at the moment now, technically consoles are better. Because, the WAN problem, has affected PC mainly. But the problem is, why I tell the console fanboys who pointed out, ha 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 ha, once PlayStation 1's out, and especially Xbox, they report in Xbox are panicking about this. Xbox are panicking about this. It are going to increase prices again on consoles. They are. Because the WAN sources we're in now will affect everyone, including the console market. It might not affect them now, but in the next couple of months, it will affect them once they need more hardware. So, my question is, what future consoles got? What it got? What future it got? I think the only way it got a good future is get rid of exclusives. Yeah, I know people want to say, but the whole point of exclusives is to buy your console. Which I agree, that used to be the whole thing, but I don't think exclusive matters anymore. I think now it's about services and how your hardware runs. Your hardware runs amazing and your service is amazing. People jump. Look at 2013, where I said before, the disaster class of Microsoft. It offered, their service was so bad, people jumped from Xbox to PlayStation. And years before that, when the PS3 came out, once they announced this, what their hardware going to do, what they going to offer, people jump from that to the 360. So, to me personally, I think that's going to be the future of the next gen. And I put a £5 bet. I'm putting a bet on it now. There's rumours that Xbox doing this. And if Xbox does this, PlayStation will copy, and probably Nintendo too. But again, for saying again, Nintendo's stubborn, so they probably won't. I got a feeling online gaming could be free. I think the online bit, pay online for it could be free, because I think, why do you pay online? Because you're making money on microtransactions, you're making money on the game itself. For fix it, the game itself, yeah, I know they're low free to play online games, but the games that it costs you £60, like Call of Duty, yeah, I know there's a story in Call of Duty, yeah, and there's a story in Battlefield, but we all know the main reason why we buy those games, not cut the story, because of online multiplayer. So, yeah, I think online is going to be free next gen. I think that's the only way people will stay on consoles. But that's the main problem, is the memberships. The hardware is getting expensive, but the memberships is not getting reasonable. Especially for basic stuff, know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying make a Game Pass free. That'd be stupid saying that. All I'm saying is make like basic features free. Basic features, that's all you need to do to get people to stay on your consoles. That's all you need to do. So I got to end it here. Well, a bit too much. So, my question today for you is, what do you think about the console market? Do you think it has a future? I'm in the middle. That's me personally. So, you like this video, you see more these videos of me reacting to other content creators, what their views are, and give my view at it. Please like the video and please subscribe to my channel. This is Who Cares. See you on the next one.